Together we'll cross the river. Brave So how is it?
Great.
Who are you to?
Drop you like Cain, dropped Abel. I'm about to drop you like Cain. You better hope it takes you. I'm about to drop you like Cain. I had enough of your voodoo. Drop you like Cain, dropped Abel. I'm about to drop you like Cain. You better hope it takes you. I'm about to drop you like Cain. I've had enough of your voodoo.
Yeah, good morning in that, but it's Uncle Lou
Cardio
here,
burns
though.
fat, right?
Shut up! No. Yeah, it's Uncle Lou here, though. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou. Live for you on LouTube today. Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it also. And in addition to that as well, this is Lunch Money with me, as previously mentioned, Uncle Lou, and your good buddy Pigskin Pete. Good morning, Pete.
Hey, what's up? Happy Thursday to everybody out there.
Yeah, happy Thursday, though, but there's some football games tonight, too, though. Some pretty terrible
Indeed.
college games. Colorado people lined up to watch Colorado State, I guess. Georgia Southern's playing somebody, I think, too, and also, and I guess
There's an NFL game too.
I guess there's an NFL game that might be worth watching. I don't know. College games kind of hot doo-doo today.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Let's see. Up today, we got the ACC and the Big Ten. Is that right? I think.
Yes, that's right.
Right. Did the SEC and Big 12 on Tuesday, ACC, Big 10 today, and beat Pete today, right?
Yes, beat Pete. I'm 2-0. So somebody please beat Pete.
Yeah.
For Christ's
so
sake.
Listen, $5 in the super chat gets you entered.
Yep.
$5 on the PayPal gets you entered twice. If you do a $5 super chat or if you do a $5 PayPal, go ahead and write down the teams you want. Then when we get to the end of the show and we pick the winner, you're ready with your teams. You see how that works, Pete?
I think that works great.
Yeah, or when I pull Bet Now up and we're going through the games, write down 5 games that you like. That way, it doesn't take 20 minutes at the end of the show for 2 winners not to be in the comment section and then the third winner to take 15 minutes to pick the 5 games. I think that'll work best. If not, we're going to have to start ending this show at 12:45, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
No, there's important stuff going on at 12:45.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do today. Pete, did the Dodgers win the World Series?
Yes, and they won in 6 games, so you were correct.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I said 7. You said 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were right.
Yeah, I really think I need to stick to betting only football and baseball, NFL, I mean, and Major League Baseball, 2 things I don't watch.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I know way too much about college football to be gambling on it, and it's costing me money. I forget what it was, but I think it was like plus 250 or something if I would have won on that Dodgers in 6.
Plus 250, and in 7 games it was plus 350, I think.
Damn. Missed out on another winner. I guess I'll just save my money till Saturday and lose it all. That's my plan. Maybe I'll bet the NFL. I'm not betting the 2 college games tonight. We'll look at them in a minute. I already know I'm not betting those. Maybe I'll bet the NFL game tonight. We'll see. And then I'll donate the rest of my money to Bet Now on Saturday, except for $25, which one of my Saturday viewers will donate to Bet Now on my behalf. That's how that'll work.
I like some of these lines this week, man.
Well,
There's some.
Well, good. Let's get right into it then, because Uncle Lou needs to learn how to make some money. So I'm going to be taking notes today, based off of what Pete tells me. So he seems like a smart individual. Speaking of smart individuals, though, before we pull up Bet Now, Speaking Spell talk to you this week?
Yes, he did.
Okay, and what was his excuse?
He told me to take. What was it?
No, I mean,
who the hell is that?
I mean, what was his excuse about the best team in the Big 12 losing last weekend?
Oh, yeah. So his excuse this time was he still thinks they might be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I forget the reason, honestly. Some couple of players were hurt for hours to some shit like that. I don't know.
Let's see.
The same old excuse.
Who's got 2 losses in the ACC?
Who's got 2 losses in the ACC?
Yeah. North Carolina's got 1. Miami's got 1. There ain't nobody with 2 losses.
Boston College, I think.
Oh, well, they're the best team in the ACC. Never mind the undefeated teams.
Yeah, well.
2 losses is the way to go.
Yeah.
My opinion. Arkansas, best team in SEC, aren't they? 2-2.
Yeah. That's what everyone's telling me. Best team in the West.
And, they really beat Auburn, so definitely the best team in the SEC because 3-1.
Yeah, so it should be 3-1.
Right. Best team. Shout out to Speak and Spell, though. He doesn't have time to listen to this show. If he did, he wouldn't have picked Iowa State, would he?
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have.
Exactly.
He did give me some advice on whoever Oklahoma's playing. Who they playing?
What did he say so I can do the opposite?
Yeah, he said if it's over 13 points, bet against Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma's favored by like 14.
Well, I took Oklahoma on Tuesday, didn't I?
I think you did, yeah.
I think I picked Oklahoma on Tuesday.
They're playing Texas Tech. That's who it is.
Yeah.
Now it's 14.5.
Yeah,
You got it at 14, though, I think.
I definitely picked Oklahoma when we talked about it on Tuesday. Yeah,
you did.
Speaking spell, I don't know. Somebody's Velcroing that guy's shoes for me in the morning. I don't understand that guy. Speaking spell. Okay. Let's look at some of these games here. I think that would probably be the best thing to do. You want to keep talking about speaking spell? We can do that too, but people might log off.
Yeah, no, we can move on.
I enjoy talking about speaking spell though. Yeah, make a bet. Guys, don't forget, if you want to make some money along with me and Pete betting on these games, check out betnow.eu. It's www.betnow.eu. They'll take care of it for all your degenerate gambling needs, whether it be college or pro, football, baseball, NFL, hockey, Olympics, the Masters coming up here in a couple of weeks, the election. Now, Pete, I am willing to bet that Biden's odds have improved. Trump's odds are circling the drain.
You think so? What, based on what?
Just based on keeping my ear to the ground.
Okay.
Now let's look.
Well, that would mean, from a betting perspective.
Oh, Trump 120. I think his odds improved then. Wasn't he 150?
Yeah, he was.
Trump's odds have actually improved. So if you liked Trump, you should have bet it last week when it was 150 or whatever. I don't remember what Biden was. He's negative 180 now, but that seems high too. I think how did both their odds improve?
Yeah, that don't make any sense, does it?
Oh, because the odds of Biden dying went down.
Oh.
There's an other option at plus 2,000 in case Biden dies. Then you vote for Kamala Harris, I guess. But those odds went way down. So Trump's odds went up and Biden's odds went up.
Makes sense. The closer we get to Tuesday, the less likely he is to die before then.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So Biden at negative 180. He's the favorite right now. Trump at plus 120. So we'll see. Please don't forget Uncle Lou does a call-in show on Tuesday nights. Purely coincidence that happens to be election night. So whatever side you're on, if you need a place to drown your sorrows, Uncle Lou After Dark next Tuesday night at 10 would be a great place to do it.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that train wreck.
Yeah, someone, either 10% of my viewers are going to be curled up in a ball or 90% are going to be curled up in a ball. I don't know which.
I'm just thinking about the calls that are going to come in.
Yeah. Some people already have their call pre-recorded,
Yeah, right.
If it doesn't go their way, they have a call about how the election is rigged. And if it does go their way, they have a call about the whole I told you so routine.
Speaking of that, do you think, well, I guess they don't have it on Bet Now here, but I'm sure there's a line somewhere over or under how many days after Tuesday it's going to take before they actually officially name a victor. I have a feeling it's going to be contested either way.
Yeah. Plus, the Supreme Court has made a couple of rulings lately allowing states to take some states 3 days. Some states are allowed 7 days now to count their mail-in votes. You got people mailing in votes today. It ain't going to get there on Tuesday or whatever, so the Supreme Court's giving them a few extra days, count their votes or whatever, so who knows what's going to happen.
Wasn't it like 2 or 3 weeks that one time that Bush won? Who was that against, Gore?
Yeah, that was Bush versus Gore in 2000, and Florida was still counting votes the second week of December, and the Bush campaign sued.
Right.
It went all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ordered Florida to stop counting, and so Bush was declared the winner.
Right.
He was the only other president to lose the popular vote but win the election. He was the only one until Trump came along.
Mm.
Trump and Bush, the only two, lose the popular election, but win the presidency. All right, let's look at the NFL game first and get it out of the way because it seems like I usually forget about that and then we rush through it at the end. Oh shit! The damn Falcons. What is this? The Falcons at the Panthers. My God, Carolina's a 2-point favorite.
Yeah, that's shocking in itself. That shows you how bad the Falcons are.
Right. You know, you can bet the first half.
Yeah.
This is weird. I don't normally do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at this.
It's typically about half of whatever everything else is most of the time.
Right.
So
a few lines though. I want to see clear. Get off of there. I want to see the first half. Okay, great. I'll take the Falcons plus half in the first half. That's how I should start betting Georgia games that way.
Yeah, no
Just
shit.
bet Georgia in the first half. Boy, you make a killing.
Yeah,
You would make an absolute killing. Yeah, give me the Falcons in the first half only, plus half a point. Actually, screw that. I don't need half a point. That's minus 110. I'll take the Falcons in the money line for the first half at plus 112. Right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah, screw the half a point. What's that going to do for
Right. But we'll look at the regular game. Not everybody's nearly as big of a degenerate as I am and is betting on halves of games. Carolina -2. At home, I'll take Carolina -2.
Yeah, me too. And I don't feel good about that, but the Falcons are so bad. I mean, the Panthers are actually they're not great, but I mean, they're not good, but they're not as bad as the Falcons.
Right. And I'm not betting this just for clarity's sake, but I might actually really bet the Falcons in the first half. I really might do that.
You know, a lot of people do that, Lou, and then they'll if they see they're going to win the first half, you know, there's still 2 minutes left in the half, they'll go ahead and bet the second half, you know, double up or whatever.
Right.
I can't say I've done that before, but I can't say I haven't done that before.
I'll bet the Falcons in the first half and the Panthers in the second half. That's just about a guaranteed winner.
Yeah.
That's just about a guaranteed winner.
That's right.
So, yeah. That's how you bet the Falcons right there. Take the Falcons in the first half. Take whoever they're playing in the second half. Stetson Bennett Messiah, thank you for the super chat. He said, I voted yesterday, going again today. Too busy to go tomorrow. Yeah, I voted yesterday too. It was my third time. Voting makes you patriotic, Pete.
It does.
So the more you vote, the more patriotic you are.
Right.
And
I guess I'm not very patriotic then.
I'm very patriotic. I've voted 3
I'm only
times
gonna vote
already.
once, and I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But
that's what you have to do. You vote multiple times. All right. College football time. Clear those lines. Show me college football. ACC and Big Ten up today. All right. Well, here's the 2 games tonight. You have any thoughts on either of these 2 games? South Alabama at Georgia Southern, Colorado State at Fresno State. I'd like to take Georgia Southern for fun, just to bet something tonight, but man, they've been really bad this year. They need wholesale coaching changes down there and a roster turnover.
I think South Alabama is the underdog in that one. +4.
They're an underdog, yeah, for no reason. Big Ten. Okay, Big Ten's doing the Friday night thing every week now here.
Yep.
Picking up right where the ACC left off. Of course, the ACC appears to have learned their lesson. I don't see any ACC games here on Friday.
No, they do have a few, though, this season. I know that, well, I know there's at least 1 or 2. I can't remember which ones they are.
Okay.
But
Minnesota at Maryland. Both 0-1. Maryland, but though just got humiliated by Northwestern last week. Breaking news, Pineapple Jr. is a disaster. That quarterback they got from Bama, Tua's brother.
Mhm.
He's just terrible. Minnesota, hard to know. I still think Minnesota's a pretty good team, so that would mean Michigan's a really good team. I don't know. At Maryland, I know what they say about the primetime home dog, so I guess I'm not going to bet this game because I don't know, man. I don't know if I can buy into Maryland after what I saw. Minnesota Minnesota can't start 0-2, can they? No way they lose, but 19.5. Whew,
That's a lot of points, man.
that is a lot of points.
Now, Maryland got blown out by, who was it, Northwestern?
Yeah.
But still, it's hard week one to judge what these teams are.
Yeah.
I think that's way too many points at home. And again, this is the Friday night deal. You
got to take the home team. That's what you're supposed to do.
Take the home dog on Friday night. Yeah.
Yep. That is what you're supposed to do. I hope you guys are writing that down.
That's a rule of thumb.
Boy, look at this in-state rivalry here. Michigan State at Michigan.
Holy shoot.
Michigan's a 24.5-point favorite. And, of course, Michigan State lost to Rutgers, so we're assuming they're pretty bad. Michigan handled Minnesota easily, and they have a quarterback. So, yeah, I like Michigan here. I would lay these points. I know that's a lot. I think Michigan might beat them by 40.
No, you're right. That's why I'm scared of it. The logic in my brain tells me, yes, Michigan State's bad. We knew that coming into the season. But 24 points, 24.5 points. Man, I don't know, man. I'd probably take Michigan State with the points. And it's really that half a point that's getting me. It's hooking me.
Yeah.
Because 24 is a good number. 24.5 is even better.
Richard Williams, thank you for hitting that super chat, sir. He says, I teased the Ohio State-Penn State game, Ohio State -5, and the Georgia-Kentucky game, Georgia -8. Now, I'm not the teaser expert, but what was the line on Ohio State-Penn State?
12.
Okay.
So he got
just 7 points. So Georgia's a 15-point favorite, I guess. Is that right? That
he moved it 7 points each way, basically. Yeah. So he took. So he's got Ohio State -5, which is, that's a lock. Yeah, it looks like a good tease to me. I don't know about you.
Looks like a winner, but what is that? That probably pays less than dollar for dollar, doesn't it? On that big of a.
Basically, it's like -110 or something. I don't know. Yeah. Well, here's the way Bet Now does it for the teasers. So he doesn't do his online. I think he just does it.
Right.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Bet Now will do it like you can do just 6 points, 6.5 points, or 7 points. And obviously, the more points you take, if you take the 7, then it's like -120. If you take the 6.5, it's -115. If you take the 6, it's -110.
Okay.
So
for 2 teams.
For 2 teams, or you can tease. I think you can tease on most games. You can tease the spread and the over/under on the same game.
Okay. Nick Hager, thank you for the super chat. He says Notre Dame and UNC is a Friday night ACC game.
There you go.
Now, why the hell did they do that?
Yes, that's I think that's the Thanksgiving weekend deal. So it's the day after Thanksgiving.
Boy, the ACC and their stupidity with scheduling and other things never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah, well, we thank John Swofford for that.
Friday night games are for lower-end teams. They just are. This is one of the biggest games of the year in the ACC.
And not to mention, so if you remember, whatever is it, 2017, whenever Miami was undefeated, and they went into Pitt and got drubbed, they lost. That was a Friday night after the day after Thanksgiving Day game. This is bad news if you're Notre Dame. That is a game that you don't want to play in. I'm telling you. Because North Carolina's not bad.
That's a few weeks down the road. Oh, Thanksgiving, you said. Okay.
Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend.
All right. Wake Forest at Syracuse. Man. Syracuse is an 11.5-point underdog. They are really bad, though.
Yeah, give me Wake.
Yeah, I think, Syracuse is bad.
Do you know what this is? This is, Syracuse was within 7 points of Clemson in the second half last week deal.
Yeah.
They don't let that fool you.
Don't fall for that.
That wasn't because Syracuse was playing
It's a trap.
flat.
Yeah.
Give me Wake Forest.
I'm not a buyer on Syracuse either. North Carolina at Virginia. Virginia's a 7.5 point favorite on the road. I'm having a hard time. The Florida State game is messing with me with North Carolina. I wasn't as high on North Carolina as most people were to start with this year. And then I wasn't impressed week one. They played terrible in the first half of that game. And that was against Syracuse, I think, their first game. And they looked good in the second half. And then they beat a couple of pretty bad teams. And then the Florida State thing happened. And I can't figure out, is this going to be like a consistency issue with North Carolina, like sort of like maybe a Texas A&M issue going on, or was that really just a random fluke? Because initially, even though I'm not that high on North Carolina, I said, okay, maybe Florida State is starting to figure a few things out here, and it's still a bad loss, but maybe it's not as bad of a loss as it seems. But then Florida State played Louisville the next week and got absolutely drug up and down the field by Louisville. So like that, then now I'm back to thinking, how did North Carolina lose that game? But Virginia's been disappointing this year too, to me.
They only got one win.
I know.
North Carolina to me is one of these teams that plays up and down to their competition. Obviously, they played way down to Florida State and lost. Although in the second half of the game, so that basically the beginning of that game is when Florida State won it. The second half, I think UNC scored like 30 unanswered points or something.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're as bad as losing to Florida State bad. I do think that was kind of a fluke deal there. And of course, we saw what they did last week to NC State. I mean, just drubbed them. I give me North Carolina here. Virginia's just not good.
I think so too. I'm gonna play. My instincts have been letting me down the last couple of weekends. Like my initial thought when I see this is to take the home team a little over a touchdown.
Yeah, me too.
And last weekend, that's what I would have done, and I would have lost. And so I'm gonna try to trick my own self here, and I'm gonna take the Tar Heels on the road and lay the 7.5 and close my eyes and cross my fingers and hope that they play up to their potential this week. Because if they do, they'll win this game by 3 scores.
Yeah, see, Virginia, they're decent defensively. They just have no offense.
Right. Yeah,
So,
give me the Tar Heels in that one.
Yeah, me too.
Kansas State. No, that's Big 12. We did that one the other day. Boston College at Clemson. The Taters favored by 31 at home.
So I'll just go ahead and tell you, I'm not betting it, of course, you know that, but give me Boston College with the points because we saw the last time that so next week is Notre Dame in Clemson. They're going to try to get out of there with just a win. They don't care if they win by 7 or 10 to keep everybody as healthy as possible. I think in a normal game, you would see a lot of second and third string guys in the fourth quarter. I think you might see second and third string guys a lot earlier in this one to try to keep the starters fresh and keep them healthy. And again, I think they're looking ahead. If you remember when they were scheduled to play Miami, that was the big game of the week, right? They were both in the top 5. The week before that, they played Virginia. And they did. I mean, they played everybody on the team, and they only won by 18 points. And I think that's what you'll see here. I mean, something similar to that. They only win by 17 to 20 points. Give me Boston College.
Well, I'm in no position to argue with you when it comes to Clemson, so I'm going to agree. And I'll just say for the record, I don't give Boston College any chance to win this game. It's not that kind of looking ahead. It's not like the getting caught looking ahead situation here with Boston College. I don't think this game will be close. But there's a lot of points less than 31 that still aren't close, like 21, 24, 27, 28, you know, 18, like you mentioned before. So this is one where I'm going to take Boston College, and then I'm going to find something to hold on to in the second half of this game and, you know, hope that Dabo slows things down and, like you said, puts a bunch of punters in at quarterback again. That would
See,
be
I think
ideal.
he will try to slow things down. The question is, what's Boston College going to look like? Because he tried to slow it down against Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech still couldn't stop him.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, but I think Boston College is definitely a better team than Georgia Tech. It's not even close, really.
Right.
Jerkovich is playing this week. I think he's been playing well this season. Yeah, give me BCE with the points. That seems like too many points.
Not for nothing, but it does seem like we're taking an awful lot of road teams.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me either.
And it might not mean anything. But like I said, me and Peter are professionals, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as y'all are listening along, please. That would be great. We know what we're doing. We promise. Yeah, Virginia Tech at Louisville. Why is this line backwards? Louisville's a 3.5-point underdog. At home, so home. I'm taking home team here. Give me Louisville money line plus 143.
I was about to say you want that money line 143. Shit, man. This game. I'm sitting here trying to think about what to say about this game. Both these teams are awful.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess give me the home dog just because that's the rule.
Listen, Louisville beat Florida State by 40 points last week, and they're still an underdog to Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Florida State's a damn joke.
Damn, and the ACC is so hard to figure out.
Normally, Virginia Tech or Louisville, because of what happened last week, would be favored by like 4, and you would go, well, this is an overreaction to them beating a bad Florida State team. People aren't even overreacting anymore with Florida State. They're just like, yeah, Florida State, it means nothing. Congrats, you beat Florida State by 40. You're still a 3.5-point underdog at home to Virginia Tech.
And not to mention, look at the over-under, 67.5, and the spread's only 3.5. So they think both of these teams are going to score into the 30s.
Yeah.
At least.
I like Louisville. The higher scoring the game is, the more I like Louisville.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you there. Yeah.
They're more explosive, at least, in Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Louisville will win a shootout with another bad team.
Yeah. Now, let's see if your philosophy applies to next week's opponent for the Taters. Notre Dame at Georgia Tech. Notre Dame's favored by 20. Georgia Tech looking ahead here. Wins by 14.
Well,
I don't think so.
There's a couple things here. First of all, there's a big difference between 20 and 32.
Yes.
And Georgia Tech is worse than Boston College. It's a lot worse. I don't know, man. I tend to go with Notre Dame here.
Yeah, I like Notre Dame here, too. Again, Georgia Tech could turn the ball over 3+ times. And if that's the case, Notre Dame will definitely cover the 20. And
Notre Dame has, I mean, that is the strength of their team is defense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean.
Even last week, I think it was last week when they played Pitt and put up 45 points, Ian Book still didn't play well.
No, they run the ball well. Book's having a rough year, isn't he?
Yeah, he was barely 50% again. I mean, it was his best game numbers-wise overall, but still, when you look at it, still only completed 50% of his passes. I'm not sure what's going on with him. He seems to have regressed.
Yeah,
this year. Not that he's a terrible.
He looks a lot like
who?
Well, I don't want to say that.
Frome. Yeah. That comparison has been made.
Yeah, Book can run.
He can.
That's
move.
actually the best. That's what he's better at.
Right. Yeah.
He's a better runner than passer.
He's been disappointing because some people. I mean, not that they had him up there with Trevor Lawrence and Fields, but when you looked at Heisman lists at the beginning of the season, he was on there.
I thought he was going to be up there. Yeah, before the season started, I was like, he was the dark horse. Like, to look out for Book. What was it? Was it last season or 2 seasons? It might have been 2 seasons ago when he first came in and he played lights out.
Yeah, well, that was the year they went to the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
They benched that. What was that? That black quarterback's name they had. Georgia beat him in 17. Can't remember his name now.
Starts with a W, I think. Winbush, maybe?
Winbush. He started 18, but it didn't last long, and then we ended up going with Ian Book. So, yeah, he's probably the most disappointing, serious preseason Heisman candidate.
Yeah.
Again, not that he's played terrible, and they're undefeated. I mean, we're splitting hairs here, but he has not. I don't even like Notre Dame fans even have to wonder or be disappointed in how he's played. I would think, he hasn't impressed.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, as far as I can tell, the ones that I talk to, they're not happy with him at all.
Yeah.
But the problem is, he's still, as far as I can tell, he's still the best option at that position that's on the roster right now.
Yeah.
So, no way he's getting benched. There's no way he's getting benched a week before Clemson either for the guy who hadn't played yet.
No, yeah, zero chance.
And again, as long as you keep winning. I don't know, man. So Notre Dame's got they're really good on both lines of scrimmage. They've got NFL offensive line.
Yeah.
They got a couple of good running backs. They got a really good tight end. He's probably like a first or second rounder NFL guy. If Book can, I'm looking ahead to Clemson now. If Book can play even just a little bit better than what he played last week, that will give them a shot, because they don't make a whole lot of mistakes. But anyway, you got minus 20. If it was 21 or over, I probably would take Georgia Tech, but it's less than 3 touchdowns. Give me Notre Dame in this one.
Yeah, I like Notre Dame too. Don't forget, $5 super chat gets you entered at the end of the show for an opportunity to beat Pete.
Yeah.
Beat Pete. Pete's going to pick 5 games. We'll draw a name at the end out of the super chat or the PayPal. That person will pick 5 games. And if you get more games right than Pete, win yourself $20.
Don't you want to be the first one to beat Pete?
Yeah. Yeah, someone has already screwed Lou. So I have to win this week. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Where are we here? Right there. Yep.
Charlotte, Duke. Oh, jeez.
I'm going to take Charlotte here on the road. Give me Charlotte in 9.5. Duke is, man, they've been disappointing. Yeah, give me Charlotte in 9.5 in this one.
How bad is Duke that they're less than 10-point favorite against Charlotte at home?
God.
Oof.
What a shame.
Oh, man, I don't even know what to say about this. You said Charlotte plus 9. Sure, let's do that.
Real quick on this one. Coastal Carolina. How good are they? I'm not sure. At Georgia State. Coastal Carolina's only a 3-point favorite. I'm going to take Coastal Carolina.
Me too. Did you know that they're the second best team in the state of South Carolina?
Oh, without question.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone that would disagree with that, especially not Carolina Jackpot.
Mm-hmm. Are they undefeated? Seriously, though, are they undefeated or do they have one loss? I feel like they played somebody in the Big 12 week 1. Did they win that game?
Yeah, they beat Kansas.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Beat Kansas.
Yeah, they're undefeated. They're ranked, too.
Who they played?
They're ranked in the top 20.
Indiana at Rutgers. The 2 surprises. We talked about the 2 disappointments. Here's the 2 surprises now. Indiana, of course, beat Penn State. Rutgers steamrolled Michigan State. Indiana's a 10.5-point road favorite. Now, here's what you have to ask yourself. Is Penn State good, which makes Indiana good? Is Michigan State terrible beyond all recognition, and Rutgers really isn't very good? I don't know which one of those 2 things is more true. I don't know which. In other words, is there a better chance that Penn State is good, which makes Indiana good, or is there a better chance that Michigan State is terrible, which means Rutgers isn't that good? 10.5 seems high.
I think it's a better chance that Michigan State is that terrible.
Okay.
And the reason I say that, and without knowing, nobody knows yet, is because, well, first of all, the odds makers believe that. Whoever set the original line for the Ohio State and Penn State game believes that Penn State's not that bad. It's only 12 points. I don't know. I watched the game. Penn State looked pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I'd say, you know what? Just an emotional game Indiana had. Rutgers is still Rutgers, but they're not the Rutgers of old, I don't think. Give me the 10.5-point home dog here. I don't know, though. It's tough to bet on Rutgers, isn't it?
Let me tell you how tough it is to bet on Rutgers.
You about to do it, aren't you?
Greg Schiano,
Oh,
Jeremy Pruitt. Give me Rutgers on the money line.
damn.
Because it's worth losing $25 to me versus the
If you're gonna win,
reward.
whatever.
It's not even really about the money. It's about the laughing I will get to do at Tennessee again. Because they're looking at Jeremy Pruitt every week getting beat by Kentucky 34-7, and they've got to watch a coach that the fans fired
Yeah.
a day after he was
right?
hired in Greg Schiano, turning around the worst Power 5 team in all of America, Rutgers, which would be hilarious. I'm buying for this week only Rutgers money line plus 320. Huh?
Yeah, you do pretty good with these money line bets. So, would Greg Schiano have been the best coach at Tennessee in the past 20 years?
Well, Fulmer was there,
Okay,
but he would be the best one they've had since then.
let's see. When did Fulmer leave? What year was that?
07 was his last
Okay.
year.
All right, never
Or
mind.
08, yeah. Then Kiffin was there for a year. Then Dooley, or maybe it was Dooley, then Kiffin. Anyway, then Butch Jones,
Yeah,
Jerome Pruitt now. I don't know who will be next.
Greg Schiano.
No, not Greg Schiano. Won't be him. Fans would never stand for that. What? A proven head coach? No. We don't want that. Boy, that's stupid. Well, shout out to Vol Twitter, though. Yeah, so go ahead and give me Rutgers. Ohio State at Penn State. Ohio State minus 12. This shit's silly as hell.
Yeah,
Give me Ohio State. Now, I don't have to think about this.
yeah. I don't know what this is about.
This is just strange to me.
So
Usually we talk about how you see overreactions from week to week. An overreaction would be Ohio State favored by 28. That would be an overreaction. Oh my God, Penn State was terrible last week. Let's make Ohio State a 28-point favorite. That would be an overreaction. I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Ohio State minus 12 is if Justin Fields had the Rona or something.
Yeah. Shit, he better not.
I mean, we would have heard about that because this has been the line. It's been 12 since Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's what scares me though, because we've had a couple of these where we're like, we just don't get it, and
Right.
then we lose.
Texas A&M and Florida.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that kind of.
Yeah.
But this is one of those games where if I'm gonna be wrong on this one, I'm gonna be wrong betting on Ohio State.
Me too. I trust Ohio State betting more than any other team.
Yeah.
And when's the last time that they were? Forget the Clemson game. We know that one. When's the last time they were only a 12-point favorite against somebody in the Big Ten?
Wasn't last year.
No.
Wasn't.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't last year. I know that for sure. How they beat everybody they played by 40 points. Seemed like last year.
You did, yeah.
Memphis at Cincinnati. This could be a good one. Cincinnati's a 7-point underdog. Memphis always a good team. They've already got a loss, so people tend to just kind of forget about Group of 5 teams as soon as they lose one game. Like all of a sudden they're a terrible team because they lost one game.
Yeah.
Memphis is still a pretty good team. I mean, they're not a fluke team either. They're consistently a pretty good team. And the same with Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati is undefeated. They're ranked in everybody's top 10, so no surprise they're favored at home. Not easy to go undefeated for anybody in any year. If you're looking at games Cincinnati could lose, they got over a hurdle with SMU. Can they get over another one here with Memphis? What do you think?
I actually like the over-under on this one. I like the over.
Yeah, over 55.5.
Yeah, I think this could be these are two really good offenses. Now, Cincinnati's defense is actually, it's probably definitely the best in the Group of 5.
Right.
But still think 55.5 is low for two offenses like this.
Yeah.
I like the over better than I like the line.
How excited are you to talk about BYU Boise State next week?
No, I can't wait.
Man, we might have to do a whole show just on that game.
Yeah, I think so.
Man, I'm tempted to take Memphis here. Cincinnati had that big game against SMU. Can they do it 2 weeks in a row? Man, being at home helps. They were on the road last week and got that big win. They're back at home now.
Hard to bet against your boy,
Yeah,
too,
I know.
man.
I can't do it. I'm going to have to I'm rolling the dice. Give me Luke Fickell, latest 7 points. By the way, I don't know if anyone knows this or not. Someone should go hire Luke Fickell yesterday. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet. Purdue at Illinois. Illinois is a 7.5-point underdog. Before we talk about the game itself, I am beyond aggravated about this Rondale Moore situation. Honestly, it's pissing me off now to the point where I'm about to stop talking about Rondale Moore.
What's going on
And
with
just
him?
say,
I know
fuck
he was
him.
out last week.
Yeah, what do you know why?
No.
Neither does anyone else.
Oh, okay.
And no one knows why he's not playing this week either. Maybe it's Corona. Maybe it's some other football related injury. There's an actual rumor going around that he slipped and fell in a Logan's Roadhouse or whatever that one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And twisted his knee or ankle or something. But I don't know what's going on here. The guy opted out. You know, the Big Ten says, "Oh, now we're going to play." He opts back in, but now he's not playing. And I'm just getting a little bit tired of these coaches thinking everything is a government secret.
Yeah, he's either he's hurt.
Why can't you come out and tell us what the hell is going on with Rondale Moore? You don't have to violate nobody's right. I mean, if a guy is injured, this is why I like the NFL. At least there's an injury report. You know what I mean? They're required to designate somebody questionable, probable, injured, reserved. By a certain time of the day, they have to say whether they're dressing out for the game and all this kind of stuff. This shit is gone. Now, during the offseason, when you have a fake quarterback competition like Tua versus Jalen Hurts, fine. I get that. Don't come out and tell us what we already know, which is that Tua's your starter. But this thing where, he's not playing for unspecified reasons. Well, did he murder somebody? I mean, Did he flunk out of school? Did he fall in a well? I mean, what? You know what I mean? This is friggin' Purdue and Illinois.
Yeah.
Now, what difference is it going to make to Illinois whether you tell them if Rondale Moore is playing or not?
Yeah, this isn't a playoff game
I
or
mean, this
something.
is just insane.
Yeah.
I want to know what the hell is going on with Rondale Moore, and if I don't know 7 days from today, I'm done with Rondale Moore. I will never mention his name again, and I might not even mention Purdue. That's how mad I am. I pump these people up. This Rondale Moore. And now this guy won't come, he won't play. He won't tell me why. I'm a little perturbed.
So the question is, do we even know if he's playing this week, or we just don't know why?
No, they said he's not playing again.
Okay, so we just don't know why. Gotcha.
Don't know why. But anyway, give me Illinois. Fuck Purdue. And I hate to say that, too, because, man, they're a fun team to watch. And and even without Rondale Moore, they done found him another one now. They had a guy last week, 8 catches, 120, whatever it was. Man, what a shame. Give me Illinois.
You're mad at Purdue there. I get that. Give me Purdue at -7.5 with or without the mystery.
Yeah, you're a smart individual. They're going to win this game by 3 touchdowns.
Moore.
Yeah, Purdue's going to run through Illinois like they're not there.
Yeah, Black Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Logan's Roadhouse, though, huh?
That's what the rumor is.
You slip on those peanuts?
I guess he did. I don't know. Northwestern at Iowa? Oh, my God. I mean.
How are you seeing that? Hold on.
Iowa lost.
There it is.
To Purdue. Northwestern beat Maryland. I like Iowa late at 2.5. I'm still not buying Northwestern. I don't know what Maryland's doing. getting blown out by Northwestern. But give me Iowa at home. They play way better at home. They still have a pretty good defense. I also like the under 46.
Ooh, man, that's brave.
Yeah, I like the under 46. This game be 20-10 or whatever. Give me Iowa late at 2.5.
Yeah, I don't want to overreact to Northwestern, scoring 100 last week either. Give me Iowa 2.5 home. Less than a touchdown. Give me the Hawkeyes.
Yeah. Here's the Oklahoma game we talked about earlier with Speak and Spell. They're 14.5. I still like Oklahoma at 14. I think they win big.
Yeah, he told him well. Yeah, he told me to take Tech here.
Yeah, I know.
With that number.
Told you to take Iowa State last week against Oklahoma State too.
You did.
Yeah, he did. Is that it?
Is it?
Yeah, that's it.
That is it.
All right, you got a couple of minutes if you guys want to try to win $20 every $5 super chat gets you entered in. Every $5 PayPal gets you entered in twice.
A bunch of you guys were talking all that mess on Tuesday. How bad you're going to beat Pete this week?
Talking $5. I mean, talking mess is one thing. Putting up $5, that's something totally different altogether. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at TikTok Chess Hall in here. Look at him. Just ate breakfast. This guy Chess Hall. You see that?
Yeah,
What time's it? 1 o'clock? Dude ate breakfast 10 minutes ago, didn't he?
Luke Walker says you'll beat Pete for free. No, sir. You won't do it for free.
I bet you, Pete, if you walk up to Chess Hall at any random time during the day, out of the blue, and ask him what time it is, he wouldn't be able to get it within 3 hours.
Because he's on a 24-hour cycle?
He just what does time matter to someone like him?
Yeah, right.
You can't let him look at his phone or whatever. You have to be in person and just surprise him and say, "Tell me what time it is right now." I would be shocked if he could guess within 3 hours. I can wake up in the middle of the night and guess what time it is within 3 hours.
Me too.
Not this TikTok Chess Hall. Look at him. He says, I've been up since 8. I was in the morning show. No, you were up all night. You went to sleep during the morning show. And you just got up and ate breakfast. That's probably what I just said. This guy's going to eat a bunch of fortune cookies tomorrow wearing a kimono. You know about this?
Uh-oh.
You know about that, Pete?
No. Tell me about it.
Mukbang Chess Hall. He's coming on the morning show.
He's doing mukbang?
Yeah, he's coming on the morning show tomorrow on Skype. And I done sent him a kimono and a box of 50 fortune cookies. and he's got to turn the light on in his room, stand up out of his bed. He can't do the lay down on my side thing in the dark like he normally does. He's got to turn lights on, stand up, have the robe on, nothing on under the robe. I mean, from the waist up. He can't have a T-shirt or nothing on, just the robe. And he has to eat as many fortune cookies as he can in 10 minutes. Now, so he has to crack the cookie, read the fortune, eat the cookie, and then do that over and over and over again for 10 minutes.
Is he allowed to drink anything?
No. No.
Okay, so that matters then. That's
right. And we're going to see how many he can eat in 10 minutes. It's Mukbang Chess Hall. Now, that's if he
What's
shows
the
up.
over-under on that?
That's if he shows up.
What's the over-under on how many he can eat? What do you think? No liquids, right?
No, nothing. He has to stand there, crack the thing, eat it, read the fortune, and then do it over again. Nothing to drink.
That's hard because those things dry your mouth out.
So this has been something we've talked about doing for a long time. So there's been a lot of different people weigh in on this. And people seem to think he can't eat very many. And Chess Hall even says he can't eat very many. I think he could. I think he should be able to eat close to all 50 in 10 minutes.
I hope he really goes for it though, and doesn't like pretend like he can't eat anymore, but he really can. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he has to try as hard as he can.
Well, how do you really know though?
Well, we'll be able to tell.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. Since this is a betting show, I'm going to set the line here. I'm going to go over under. How many did you say you sent him? 50?
Sent him 50, and he's got 10 minutes.
I'm going to go over under 20.
Oh, 20 would be okay if he ate. That's 2 a minute, right? Yeah, that would be 2 per minute.
2 a minute. Oh yeah, 10 minutes. There's a time limit here.
Yeah,
Damn it.
2. Now remember, he's got to read the fortune, so
That could take half a minute there. All right, so over under 15 then.
over
And I
under
will
15.
say,
I'm gonna take the over.
I'm gonna say yeah. So I'm gonna say he'll get somewhere between 15 and 20.
Yeah.
Now here's the other thing. So where in the hell did you get a kimono from?
Well, I said I bought Amazon. Same where you get anything else, Amazon. Yeah. And I bought him. I bought him the biggest medium I could find.
Oh my God. Has he tried this thing on yet?
I don't know.
Jess, have you tried it at all? I'm sure you know he has. You know he has.
I slept in it.
He says yes. So it fits.
What's the thing from what's the movie with Chris Farley and Dana Spade?
Oh yeah, fat guy in a little coat.
Yeah.
Black sheep or whatever.
Guy in a little coat. So that'll be good. That'll be good.
That will be good.
All
Are
right.
you doing it tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Okay, I'm going to make sure I clear my calendar for that one.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure after the morning show is over, I'm going to clip that segment out and post it as a video by itself because it's something that I think people deserve to see. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, we got it looks like 3 people entered in over on the PayPal. So 5 is 2 entries. So Bears, Cubs, Canes is in 4 times. Make that 5 times. And Richard P, I don't want to say your last name, he's in 4 times. So, $10.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start working on the list. And then I'll check again one more time right before we draw the names. But that's the ones I see on the PayPal. And then over on the Super Chats, we've got Stetson Bennett. Nick Hager in twice on the Super Chat. Nick Hager in 3 times.
He doesn't want to be entered, I think.
Don't add me. I'm third shift and can't watch majority of games, including my team, Notre Dame. Okay. He says Notre Dame and UNC is a Friday night game. Okay, well, we won't add him. But Stetson Bennett is in, though. And Richard Williams doesn't like to get in either.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do it.
So, all right, well, I'm going to start entering this in then, too, and also in addition to some of that as well. I think it would be a good idea.
Wilkie is saying he just sent a PayPal, I think. Did you say him already?
I'll have to look again. I don't remember.
I think he wants in on the deal.
All right, I'm going to enter the PayPals in first. So over on the PayPals, we have there's nothing from Wilkie unless he's Richard P.
Don't think so. I think he's James or something like that.
Well, yeah, and there's no message here from Richard P. But
right.
But anyway, I'm going to start entering the names in now, and then I'll check again before we do the drawing. But we had Bears, Cubs, Canes with $15. That's 6, right? Is my math right there? 6 entries, yeah. And he's just going to be BCC. All right. There's his 6.
Richard Palmer says, it's me. Okay.
Right. Gotcha. Richard P.
Yeah.
And he's in 4 times. Yes, he's in 4 times. Richard P. What's the nickname for Richard?
He doesn't have one.
Of course there is.
No, his name's Richard Palmer on the.
No. I'm saying in general, what is the nickname for Richard?
Oh, Rick.
Or what else? Dick.
Dick
So
Dick Palmer.
This would be Dick P.
Dickie P.
Yeah.
Dickie V.
Man. And then in the super chat, we got just Stetson Bennett one time. So let's get his name entered in. Stetson Bennett, just for the record, is a tater. Pete, just so you know.
Yeah, I would have known that.
Yeah, it is.
I would have thought he was a dog.
He is a tater. He is a Clemson Tiger fan. And low-level troll. All right, I'm going to check the PayPal one more time for Waikiki's sake, but there's nothing, unless it comes up now. Yeah, there's nothing there from Waikiki. So I'm not sure what happened there. I mean, I hate to leave him out. He's here all the time, but I mean, I'll put it on the screen. I mean, there it is. I'm not going to leave it up forever, but because there's other stuff on there. But
maybe he meant to and didn't. I don't know.
I just don't want anybody to think I'm lying, but he's not on there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Pete, pick a number 3 through 8.
3.
Man says 3. All right, random name picker. Here we go. We'll do it 3 times. The third name it draws will be the winner. Here's the first one. BCC. BCC. Richard P. You are the winner.
Dick Palmer.
Congratulations, sir. We need your 5 winners. You pick 5 games against the spread. Pete's going to pick 5 games against the spread. Whoever gets more games right is the winner. If you win, Dick P., we will send you $20.
That's right. Just remember, sir, college football games only, and you can always stick to the spread or the over-under.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments. I just put my PayPal up on the screen for God, Jesus, and everyone else to see Waikiki, and it wasn't on there. I don't know what happened, but it's not on there. Now it's on there, but now it's over. It came in at 9:56 a.m. 2 minutes ago.
It sounds like it was just a PayPal issue.
No, you didn't mess it up. Must have just been some kind of delay.
Either way, thank you, Wilkie.
Yeah, you're still good people. I mean, it's probably good for Pete that you didn't get in because you probably would have dominated him. He says he's changing his name to Big Dick Palmer.
Yeah, Big Dick Palmer. That's what I said. So, Big Dick Palmer.
Oh my God. All right, Pete, let us know what your 5 games are while Big Dick Palmer is sorting his out.
All right, this is easy. I might go 5, and I might go 5 for 5 on this one here. Ohio State minus 12. That goes without saying. Over 55.5. Memphis and Cincinnati. Alabama minus 30.5. That might be 60-2. Missouri plus 12.5 against Florida. And then over 46, Kansas State and West Virginia. By the way, that might be the lock of the week, folks. We talked about that, I guess, on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
46 points in the Big 12.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Mountaineer Mike says you two should bet the election. I don't think either one of us have actually bet it, but we've talked about it on this show several times, including today.
And plus, we have a show on Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Right. And I think I've said, and I still feel the same way, from a betting point of view, I would bet Trump. He's an underdog. You'll win more money. Biden at minus 180, I mean, you got to bet $180 on Biden just to win 100.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
You can bet $100 on Trump and win 120 back. So I would probably bet the underdog. I think it's going to be close. So I would, if I was going to bet the election, I would bet the underdog, whoever that happened to be. And in this case, it's Trump.
See, most people, Lou, when it comes to politics, they're going to bet who they want to win. They don't care.
Right.
Like if you hate Trump so bad that you can't stand it, you won't put money on Trump.
Right.
I mean, most people won't.
Right. You have to figure out, do you hate Trump? Do you hate Trump more than you love money?
Yeah, right. I was going to say, because if you bet, let's say you bet $1,000 on Trump and you hate him, then you got to pull for him to win because you don't want to lose $1,000.
Right. Right.
Just like me with Clemson and you with Georgia.
Boy, Palmer is studying the shit out of these games, ain't he?
Yeah, he must. He better have a good list here. Thinking about it hard.
All right, Palmer, we need your 5 games, sir. Boy,
I don't know what it is with these. Every time it comes time for them to pick, they disappear.
Yeah, very strange.
This is
He let us know that he was changing his name to Big Dick Palmer, and then hasn't been seen or heard from since.
That's probably what he's doing. He's over on YouTube changing his name instead of picking his picks.
You know what I think we're going to do from now on? Do you have an email address that you give out or no?
Yeah, it's in my description.
Or Twitter or whatever. This is what we're going to do from now on. Whoever, me or you, whoever it is, we're going to give our picks live, so there's no doubt about what they were. And the winner is going to be responsible to email you or then me on Tuesdays the picks. And I'll put the person's picks up on the next show, so there's no doubting what the picks were. But it seems like we're just sitting around at the end of the show for 15 minutes waiting on somebody to tell us their 5 games. And to be honest, I'm getting a little tired of that.
Yeah, I'm with you. The only thing I don't like about what you just said is it's not really that big of a deal, is that the lines change on an hourly basis, basically. So they don't pick till later in the day. It's a different line.
Well, what we're going to do is here. All right, here's the way it'll work, and we'll make this clear next time too. Lost service, power out, he says. Right. That's what people say when their team loses too, and nowhere to be found on Sunday. But so what we're going to do, because we might not talk about every game, but I scroll through the entire Bet Now list live on the air.
Yeah.
The line is going to be whatever it is on that day.
Okay.
That's what we're going to go by for who wins or loses. So if we are scrolling through and Georgia's a 14-point favorite, but you send the email Saturday morning and they're only a 13-point favorite, it's going to go by what it was on the day the bet was made. That's what we're going to do from now on. So I'm assuming Palmer's power's back on now, but you need to get your picks in, sir. 5 games. We're going to be ending the show soon. If for some reason you don't get the picks in a few minutes and we end the show, you're going to have to email Pete your picks.
Yeah, hopefully he gets to it here. Speaking of power outages, what's it like where you are, Lou? You getting any of this?
It's windy, gusty here. There's some limbs down, and we have a privacy fence here, a gate on each side of the house, and one of the gates, I just need to put a new latch on it, but every time it gets like more than 10-mile-an-hour wind here, it blows that gate open. So like all morning I've been out here and out here, bang, and I about jump out of the damn chair and I look out the window and that gate's flapping back and forth out there. But it hasn't rained that much. It rained overnight, I know, because everything was soaking wet this morning, and it's been a few times where it sprinkled today, but it hasn't rained much. But it is real windy here.
Yeah, it's the same here, I guess. Went outside this morning, and all the damn Halloween decorations and shit that were on the lawn were all blown over, and but it hadn't rained really.
Yeah.
But I heard, or I went on Twitter, and apparently Greenville, the upstate of South Carolina, is getting hammered by this thing. That it said 30,000 people without power or something.
Now, this isn't the hurricane that's hitting Louisiana, is it?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
It's that big?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because didn't it just hit Louisiana yesterday? It's
No,
already
I guess
here?
it's it's like the outer edges of it or something. I don't know.
It's a big storm.
Yes, it's definitely from that. And then they have some kind of crazy ice storm going on in like Kansas and Oklahoma, right?
Yeah,
now.
the Midwest.
Yeah.
Because our buddy who really cares about you, by you I mean all of you watching, left all those people out in the freezing cold. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
where was that at?
Omaha,
that was in Nebraska.
Omaha,
wasn't it?
Nebraska. Yeah, he
Yeah,
held a
Nebraska.
rally in Omaha, Nebraska, but you couldn't park anywhere near the venue, so they set up shuttle service 3 miles away. You had to park in this parking lot 3 miles away. They shuttled you to the venue. It ended at like 10:30 or 11 at night. The shuttles never came back to pick the people up.
Jesus.
It's like 8 people. I had to get hospitalized. It was like a bunch of old people out, and it's 25 degrees and 40-mile-an-hour wind.
I mean, there's not somewhere indoor they could have done that.
They're standing outside with their leftover QAnon signs and shit rattling their teeth.
Seriously, why couldn't they do that at an indoor venue?
I think it was an indoor venue.
No.
Oh, it was an outdoor
No,
venue?
the whole damn thing was outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's silly.
Yeah. Has he sent his pics in yet? When the hell's going on? Did he lose his power again?
I don't know. He didn't send them in. Noah wants to know if I sleep out here. Yes. I haven't been inside since the middle of August. All right. I have one last idea. Here we go. This is going to be it. Let me find it. Patiently waiting on Big Dick Palmer. It's funny that his last name is Palm, too. I just thought about that.
Yeah. Big Dick. He palms his big dick.
Yeah. He's a Big Dick Palmer. All right, here we go, Big Dick. All right, Big Dick Palmer. Better go to Pigskin Pete's channel and find his email address. You want to tell him what it is, Pete?
Email address is freedomgrady@gmail.com. Again, you can just go to my live show from last night or any other live show I do, and it's in the description.
Yeah. Or go to his latest video and leave it in a comment, something. Just make sure he can
Yeah, do
find it
something. You can
and
go,
and
follow
screenshot
me
it.
on Twitter. Leave it in my DMs on my Twitter.
Right. And good luck to you. Thanks to everybody for tuning in today and Tuesday. Another week gone here on Lunch Money with Pigskin Pete and me, Uncle Lou. We appreciate all of you tuning in. Big shout out to those of you who chose to support the show through the Super Chat or the PayPal. Stetson Bennett, Richard Williams, Nick Hager, Mountaineer Mike, Noah Sheldon, 500, Waikiki, Big Dick Palmer, Bears, Cubs, Canes. Those last three were over on the PayPal page. We appreciate all of you who choose to support the shows that way. Keep in mind, almost all the live shows that you guys like to watch are not monetized. And you know, that's no one's fault but our own. Most of us choose that by playing music. I know in my case, I just feel like it adds more to the show than what I would make by not playing music. So it's a conscious choice I make. So I really appreciate those of you who can. I know not everybody can, and that's okay. But I really appreciate those who can and choose to support the work we're doing here through direct donations like Super Chat and PayPal. And keep that in mind with all the other live show people that you guys watch. The majority of those shows are not monetized by YouTube. So if you enjoy a show and you're in a position to give them $1 or $2, they all appreciate it, I'm sure. I definitely do. Pete, I know, does too, right, Pete?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what keeps these things going. You know, people ask me a lot, hey, do a show at this time, or do a show about that, or do a show about this. I would, you know, I would live stream 24 hours a day if I thought it was, you know, worth my time to do it. It's you know how it is, Pete. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to YouTube. You don't want to do so much that it's overkill. You know, you kind of have to leave people wanting a little bit more. So I'm just a fine line to walk. We're all trying to do it the best we can. And the good news is there's enough people doing live shows now where there's just about a live show. I mean, not 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but the shows are spread out over the channels that all of you guys know, me, Pete, BVD, and Carter, and you know, a bunch of them. I'm not going to try to name them all because then I leave one out and that person gets mad. But, you know, there's almost always somewhere to go if you want to talk college football in real time. So if you're in a position to support those people, make sure you do it. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back to do it again next week. I'll be back tonight at 10 p.m. For the call-in show. Here's Pete's schedule up on the screen now. So he has his call-in show tomorrow night at 10. I have mine tonight at 10. And Pete, what game did you say you were doing Saturday?
I don't know yet. I'll let everybody know during my live show tomorrow night. Haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah. Keep in mind it's Halloween, so
that's why
people might be off with their kids and different things like that. But I'm going to stream the Georgia game at noon for everyone to see, just on my YouTube channel. In fact, I might do it on the main YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure all of you are subscribed to my main YouTube channel, which is Uncle Lou. For some reason you're not, make sure you're subscribed to my main channel too. This is a second channel I have just for the live shows here. I try to do a stream every once in a while on the main channel because that's the channel that people tend to find first. And they don't always know that I have this second channel. So I try to do a live stream every once in a while on the main channel, just so people know I do that kind of thing. But so I am going to live stream the Georgia game for everyone to see, either on this channel or the main channel. And then the primetime games I will be streaming over on the Patreon page. So all of you that are on the Patreon page, you know the deal. I'll post a link Saturday night around 7 or 7:30 on the Patreon page. Just click that link. It'll take you to the primetime games live stream. If you want to check out my Patreon page, there's a link in the description that'll take you over there. Pete, any last words today?
Nah, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Have a good one.
All right. We'll see y'all next time.